This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, hi all. Very good evening. Thanks for joining today's demo. So, team, myself, I'm Raseka Reddy Bolla. You can find me in LinkedIn. I'm having 13 plus years of experience into the SQLDBA development, performance tuning, Postgres, MySQL. Okay, currently I'm working as a database architect in one of the product-based company. So this is about myself, team. Usually, I teach Azure SQL DBA. Okay, so almost 97 batches are completed. So this is the 98th batch. So starting at the evening time. Okay, so Monday to Friday I am starting. Uh, started already. Started like Monday to Friday, same timing every day. Okay, 9 p.m. Max I will close by 11 p.m. Okay, so 10:30 or by 11 I will close. Okay, yeah. So team, why we need to learn the cloud, team? Why we need to learn the cloud? Because team, maintaining the data center in on-premise. Okay, maintaining the data center in on-premise is really tough for the company's team. Okay, it required more uh, time and also expensive comparatively cloud. So on-premise is really expensive, team. Okay, so see what is data center meaning, team? Hmm? So data center. Okay, see the data center means the company. If they want to start a project, okay, if they want to like a company they want to start means they have to maintain a data center team like this. See the data center like a big hall, 24 by 7 AC supply, 24 by 7 power supply. Okay, see somewhere some problem it is really difficult to identify. Somebody need to monitor 24 by 7. See it's really like headache and time consuming for the companies, also require a lot of money. So if you move to the cloud, team, okay, if you move to the cloud means like your database from on premise, I will show you here. See, in on-premise means you need to maintain everything. Just I showed you in the diagram, right? See the data center. These things managed by your company. On-premise means those things need to managed by your company. So if you move to the cloud, okay, those things you don't need to. I mean, your company no need to manage them. Okay, on behalf of your company, the cloud provider will be managed. Okay, the hardware and all everything they will manage. We have to pay rental at the end of the month. Okay, just a kind of rental. See, there is a difference, right? Own house and rental house. In own house, you have to stay there, whether you like it or don't like it. You have to adjust. You have to stay. But rental house, it's not like that, right? Yes or no? If you have like more financial things, you can move to some other house, good house and all. You know, it's easy to like getting the house rental. Own house, it's not like that. Time consuming and all. Yes or no? So that's why, team. So these are all things will be given by third party. Third party means like Azure. Azure means Microsoft. Azure is a Microsoft product. AWS. AWS is Amazon product. Okay. Those cloud providers, they will provide these things. Network, hardware, everything. Okay. We need to pay the rental. I mean, we means company. That way, so our side, what is rest of the things? Rest of the things, we manage our own business, whatever. Okay. So the hardware part and all, they will be taken care, sir. Remaining things, we will take care. Huh? See, by moving to the cloud, team, see, if you are moving from on-premise to the cloud means like you are shifting from one house to the rental house. Okay. You are moving from one house to rental house, team. Huh? Own house, see, team, if you want to buy a own house in Hyderabad, almost you have to pay 2 crores. Yes or no? 2 crores if you deposit in a bank, how much interest you will get? Yes or no? The same amount if you pay as a rent, you will get a luxury home. Yes or no? As a rent, you know. So that's the difference thing. Mm. Um, so if you move to the cloud means cloud also we have different models. Like if you want to go for rental, either you can go for apartment, either you can go for like villa. Yes or no? So we have different types. See team, here we are talking about Azure, not AWS, not Google Cloud or Alibaba Cloud. We are discussing on Azure because if you learn Azure team, remaining cloud providers are very easy to learn. Okay, so to learn means you don't need to really learn it. If you know the Azure, parallelly you are also knowing the concepts of AWS as well. Okay, so all clouds are same team. All cloud providers are same. See here, we are calling it as a here infrastructure as a model. Where in Azure, in AWS we call it as EC2. Okay, so here we call it as a platform as a service in Azure. I mean second model. There we call it as a RDS. Just names are different. Yes or no? See in Hyderabad, like if you want to eat a biryani, almost all restaurants, almost same, right? The biryani taste, flavor, and all everything. Okay, so it's a kind of that's why we are focusing on Azure team. Even in Azure side also, most of the projects will be moved to the Azure only team because Azure is 50% cheaper than AWS. AWS is very old, Azure is new. So even some of the AWS projects are also moving to the Azure to save the cost. Okay, so that's why we are focusing on Azure team. It's not like AWS. AWS also I know team. Hmm? I'm also worked on AWS as well. Okay, if you know the Azure, AWS also easy for you to learn. Yeah. So team, like if you want to migrate your application or databases from on-premise to the Azure, so Azure is providing how many models? Three models. If you go for any interview team, the first question they ask you is in Azure, how many models are there? In Azure, we have a three models: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Okay, you can keep your application or databases or middleware, anything. You can keep any one of the model, huh? And you pay rent at the end of the month according to what you use. Accordingly you can pay the month at the end of the month. They will give the invoice. Hey man, you used this much, you have to pay this much. You have, I mean, company need to pay that amount. Okay, a kind of so I should not say like this, but I'm saying Azure, AWS, they are running a rental businesses. Okay, yeah. So team, if you go for infrastructure as a service, that means they are giving only infrastructure team. If you go for platform as a service, they are giving infrastructure. That means they are providing hardware as well as services also. They are taking care. They monitor services also. Okay, so here in platform as a service, you are paying rental to the hardware as well as services maintenance also. Okay, you know, right, the difference between what I'm saying. Huh? So infrastructure, see, different people requirement is differently, right? Yes or no? See, I want only hardware. Yes, take only hardware and pay only for hardware, and remaining things you will take care. Like suppose, see, this is my on-premise SQL Server team. Can you see here? This is a SQL Server 2019. I am running in my own OS operating system. Okay, see, I have a laptop. Okay, so I have so and so CPUs. If you see, okay, so I have so and so CPU, so and so memory. I installed the SQL Server on this machine. I am running. See, this is a kind of my own on-premise. If I want to migrate this database, I mean this server to the cloud. See, if you are going to the cloud of which model? Infrastructure as a service. Okay, see, infrastructure as a service, how it will be. Let me show you. See, if you want to go for infrastructure as a service, see here, virtual machine. See, My laptop, Windows, who installed? Who installed operating system team? I only. Yes or no? Who gave this disks and all? Huh? So myself. Okay, I have to configure everything. Once configure Windows hardware, after buying license of Windows SQL license, then I can install. See, so that's a like a headache for me, definitely. See here, if you are going for IaaS model, see, you need a virtual machine, right? See, virtual machine people will create like this. Maybe in your company, if you people have a Windows team, see Windows team, they will create a VM like this. See, team. So here they will give some window, I mean, virtual machine name. Okay. See how many CPUs, how many memory and all, See here flavors also. See, virtual machines means not only Windows, Linux also you can choose. 2019 it supports to the see, non-Windows also. Linux also it supports, right? See, you can also choose Linux. Huh? Say Windows if you want, you can choose Windows. See how many CPUs if you want, you can choose. I want 4 CPUs, like 100 CPUs also you can choose. See, here you can give username, password. Once you give all, create it. See, review and create. How much time it will take to create this virtual machine? Less than 5 minutes. See it? Less than 5 minutes, a VM will be ready within 5 minutes. Okay, on this VM, you can log in and install SQL Server. Say, if you want to make your own on-premise VM, if you want to create, people will take on-premise. In on-premise, people will take minimum 2 weeks. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are worked on SQL Server installation and all. So people minimum will take 2 weeks time team to make it a SQL Server ready. Because so to make SQL Server ready, what is required first? Windows. Okay, first they have to buy the Windows license. They have to buy the CPU, memory, drives. Yes or no? And after OS is ready, like they will install Windows team, they will install the OS. After that, network team, they will create, they will set it up the network. After that, some like any third party software like antivirus softwares and all, they will install. See, once it is ready, so Windows team, they will give it to SQLDBA team. SQLDBA team, they will check it everything. And if that Windows is fine to install SQL Server, they will install the SQL Server. That SQL Server installation again, it takes maybe 30 minutes to 1 hour. See, this is the process. See, to make it SQL Server ready, people are taking 2 weeks time in on-premise. See, 2 weeks time, company need to pay salaries to the all the people. Windows team, network team, SQLDBA team. Huh? See, that's how the money is wasting in on-premise. See, in Azure, create a VM, less than 5 minutes, install SQL Server, 30 minutes, and restore the databases and point the application to this server, this database server. Okay, if you don't like this virtual machine, delete it. Delete it. You don't need to pay anything after deletion. See, in on-premise, can you delete something like that? Once you bought the Windows license, you cannot return back to Microsoft, right? See, that's a problem thing. Yes or no? See, I worked on 2010, 2010. So, I mean, I have passed out on 2010. Uh, so, so, like I also worked on 2000, SQL Server 2010. Huh? While I was working with the TCS, there we maintained SQL Server 2000. Nowadays, people are using 2000. No, almost nowadays, people are using 2019. See, that technology, see, upgrading, right, day by day. Yes or no? So see the old CPUs and all, what they will do? They cannot do anything. They cannot sell it back. See team. So we managed a SQL server with two CPUs team, two CPUs with 8 GB RAM. Even our mobiles also now 8 GB RAMs minimum. See that time, So we managed a SQL server with two CPUs and 8 GB RAM team. Okay. Yes or no? Say now you cannot manage, right? See, if it is Azure team, the things, the hardware, if it is in Azure, you can easily upgrade. You delete it and you can go for higher version, anything. Yes or no? It's easy, right? Rental. See, if you don't like existing, you can move, you can shift it to another rental house. That's easy. Okay. Yeah. So that's why, team, there are lot of problems in on-premise team. Okay. Especially for small scale companies, it's not easy to maintain the data centers and all that. It's not easy to pay the salaries. Okay. So now we are in the cloud team. The databases you can keep, applications are you can keep in cloud. Even I can also manage a company. Yes or no? Yes, team. See, for a, let me show you, team. If you maintain a database, team, 2 GB database. Okay. Say 2 GB. See, here I have a server, SQL server, and I have a database, one database. How much I need to pay for this database? Only 400 rupees per month. Say, if it is on-premise team, how much you need to pay per month? You have to pay for Windows license, you have to pay for SQL Server license, you have to pay for CPU, memory. Huh? See, for installation Windows, you need a Windows guy help, definitely. See, minimum I have to pay like 4 to 5 lakhs rupees in on-premise team. But see, this server, okay, the server is in on PaaS model, platform as this model thing, platform as a service. Okay, see, I have to pay only 400 rupees per month. Say how much money I am saving from on-premise to the cloud if I move, if I migrate. This much money I can save. See, and services, the services never ever go any offline thing. 24 by 7. You don't need to monitor anything. And who will take the backup of this database? I don't need to take any backup. I don't need to worry. They only take the backup. Okay. They will maintain up to 35 days backups. Something goes wrong, somebody has deleted some data, somebody mistakenly truncated the entire table, that's fine. You can restore the backup and you can copy that table back to this database. See, so that benefits we have. So mostly why people are moving to the cloud team, the one and only reason is to save the cost, mainly saving the costing. Okay, the first reason is to save the cost. The next reason is easy maintenance. Easy maintenance thing. Okay, so team, here I am showing you again. Suppose if I ask you a question, how many Azure models we have, team? You have to say 3 models. Okay, so IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. In IaaS means, so they will give OS to us, OS operating system. They will provide to us. They will provide how? Who will provide it? We only need to create. See here, I am showing, right. This is IaaS model, infrastructure as a service. We will create a VM. Okay, once VM is ready, say I will log into like this. Some IP I will go, I will log in and I will install the SQL Server. Whatever the version, if I want, I can install that version. That is called IaaS model. See, the SQL I only managing the services, the installation, the configuration. I only manage. The backups also I only manage. I mean, company need to manage. So that's model we call it as a IaaS model, infrastructure as a service. Okay. So infrastructure is nothing but like a on-premise only thing. Yes or no? See, here just the hardware they are providing. Yes or no? Just the hardware they are providing team. So here company will provide you the hardware. Here Microsoft they are providing the hardware. That's the only difference. Okay, infrastructure as a model means. See, your on-premise VM and IaaS model VM both are same, no difference at all. Both are same thing, no difference at all. Okay, the thing is, this is a kind of own house, this is a kind of rental house. Okay, next discuss about platform as a service. Okay, so platform as a service, see team, here they are providing not only hardware, services also they are managing team. Just I said, okay, see here, this server is which model? PaaS server, platform as a service. Let me show you team. If you want to create a IaaS model, you need to create a virtual machine. Not you team, maybe Windows team. Normally we will create a virtual machine Windows team. Even we can also create a VM team, just give this, next, and review and create. Yes or no? Nothing is there to create a virtual. You don't need to be expert in Windows to create a virtual machine in the portal team. It's easy. Okay. But so roles will be divided, right? So Windows team, they will create a VM team. Once Windows ready, we'll install SQL Server and all by login to that Windows. Hmm? Yeah. See, pass model, how people will create. Let me show you, team. See, pass model. Pass model means platform as a service. See, this platform as a service team, I will show you. SQL Server. I am searching SQL Server team. SQL Server. Or you can also go to SQL databases. So here we have directly SQL databases team. See SQL database. Okay. So this is pass model. Okay. See you can directly create a database team. See directly you can create a database team. See some name you can give the database name, and you can create a new server. Huh? SQL Server name. See here there is no Windows, no operating system. Without operating system, you can create a SQL Server and database. See, this is the database team. DBA is a database. This is in this server. Okay, see, this is the server name. Okay, DBA is the database name. Can you see it? So see, same name, right? Dev server 1729.database.windows.net. See, windows.net, database.windows.net means that's a platform as a service model, pass model. That means we don't have operating system. Directly we created a server here. See, directly you can create a server and you can restore, you can copy your database to this server and point your application to these databases. Wow, this is dead easy, right? See here, you don't need to have a Windows team here. Yes or no? No network team also. You can manage everything yourself also. See, Windows team also, they are losing their jobs in this model, platform as a service. See guys,
SQL
okay.
from which version to which version we can install?
See, this is always highest version. That's a good question. Okay. So team, remember, infrastructure as a model, they are providing only hardware team. The version and all under your control. I want to 2012. Yes, you can keep 2012, boss. 2012 if 19 if you want, you can keep 2019. 2022 also you can keep. It's all in your hand, but pass model not in your hand because so this is in the hand of Microsoft, guys. So platform as a service. What is the version of SQL Server here? Highest version. Okay, what is the version of SQL Server here? Highest version team. In the world,
2022.
everyone is having the same version team. Okay, in the world, everyone is having the same version. You cannot keep like 2019, 12, 14. Not possible to keep. Okay, now you can decide which model you want to go. See, highest model means like it's a bad thing. No, right? It's a good thing. So highest model like I mean, it contain like a good feature and all, right? Yes or no? See, 2019 is really famous team. Nowadays, all people are using 2019 only. It's a successfully like comparatively other version 2009 are best. You know, yeah. So because lot of features stable almost. See, platform as a service also a latest version team. See, they are keeping the anything comes if like how I gonna say latest algorithms they will keep it. Yes or no? So platform as a service. What we don't have team in platform as a service. Can you tell me, team? Suppose if I ask you the difference between infrastructure and platform as a service, what is the difference between these two teams? In past model, we don't have operating system. We don't have SQL Server version. We don't have means it's always highest version. Huh? And can you start and stop the services? No, you cannot start and stop the services team. Where in pass model. But in infrastructure as a service, you can start and stop. Go to the services and stop the services. But here in platform as a service, you cannot start and stop the services team. That's a good or bad? That's a good only, right? Your SQL server always 24/7. Nobody will stop. That means performance wise, no disaster, right? It's good only. You don't need to work 24/7 team. Why database team? They will work 24/7 team. Huh? We don't
Monitoring
know
purpose.
we could go down and all. You cannot rely on the Windows. Windows is a really worst operating system. Yes or no? Really deep. Okay. But it's a user friendly and all. Huh? So 90% of the problems of SQL Server due to by the Windows only. Okay. Yeah. So team, that see pass model team, I almost working more than 7-8 years on cloud only team. I never saw like any downtime of pass model server. Pass model never service never ever go offline team. Okay, even
So
they don't need to
patches,
any
patches and
expert.
everything will be applied by internally only.
Yes. See, that's a really advantage team. If you go for pass model team, who will do the patches? They will take care. Microsoft, they will take care of the patches, because the operating system everything managed by Microsoft only, right? So the patches and all taken care by Microsoft only, and while doing the patches they don't take any downtime. Wow, see, without taking downtime they are doing the patches. But in your on-premise team, in on-premise, you guys need to set it up always on. Why? If you want to do the patches team, you need to have a always on. Otherwise you have to take 1 hour downtime for doing patches. Yes or no? Say 1 hour downtime means, say company will lose, right? Customers 1 hour. Assume Facebook, WhatsApp, Google. If they face 1 hour downtime, what will happen to him? Okay. See, that's why see, in past model team, so without downtime and all, they are doing the patches in the background team. That's really great thing. Past model is cheaper. Okay. You can just, I told you, right? See, this 2 GB database, you can pay only 400 rupees. Team. If you can't believe, let me show you. The price also they will show you team. It's clear. Clear picture team. Okay. They don't keep any hidden charges and all. See team, this database, how much they charge only? 407 rupees per month, including with backups. Wow.
Size of the
Including
database.
with backups, including of service back, everything they are taking care. Only you can pay only 407 rupees per month. That's it.
How
No extra
how much
monthly
size we
cost.
can use it? How much
Yeah, we'll
size?
tell. We'll tell. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll discuss. So the size, see team, we'll discuss about the size. Uh, so currently this database size I keep only 2 GB. So 2 GB maximum price is 407 rupees. So this database, if I want to keep 100 terabyte also, I can keep it in 100 terabyte, not 100 GB, 100 terabyte. In the world, no database is 100 terabyte in OLTP. In OLTP. Okay, maximum I worked on 40 terabyte database. Currently I am working on 40 terabyte database. 40 TB. SQL server is 40 TB. Do you know team? So per minute 2 GB data get inserted in one table team in our environment. 2 GB data. See team, one 1 minute. So we have daily partitions. Daily partitions. So you had only yearly partitions, right? Max monthly partitions. But we are managing daily partitions. Assume how much data per minute to 2 GB means. So how many minutes? 60 minutes into 24 hours. How much data we will get into inserted into a table? Not server, table. Like that, so many tables we have. So 40 terabyte database we are handling. And do you know the how many CPUs? 96 CPUs. And do you know the RAM? 96 into 8. How much? That much GB we have RAM. Okay. SQL Server can handle it. Okay. Can handle. But OLTP, so that much size they don't keep. but we have a problem like SQL Server is best for us for our product and so we are keeping in SQL Server. Yeah. So coming back to our discussion team. So if you want to keep so Azure SQLDB 100 terabyte also you can keep it team. So team, so these fundamentals are really important team. Okay, what I said till now. Okay, IaaS model and platform has a difference. What is the difference between these two means you have to note it down all important points team. So tomorrow while starting the class before starting team, before starting 10 minutes I will ask the questions. That's how we can move team till end of the batch. Okay, so the next service we have team software as a service. Can you see here team, is there anything managed by us here? No, everything managed by vendor, everything managed by Microsoft. So team, in the world means like if you want to maintain your application or database team, we have only two models team. Okay, how many models we have? Infrastructure as a service and platform as a service. There is no software as a service team. You cannot create, you cannot keep your application and database here. See, this is the portal. If you want to create IaaS or PaaS model, here only you need to create it. Portal.azure.com. Okay, this is a portal. Amazon also, like they have aws.com. Okay, console.aws, they have website. Okay, if you want to create AWS, there only you have to create. In Azure only we have to create. Alibaba Cloud, Google Cloud also we have. Okay, yeah. So team, see this thing we don't have. See, software as a service means, let me tell you some of the examples. Teams, we know, right? Microsoft Teams, Outlook, Skype for Business. These kind of applications hosted on the software as a service. See, these things we don't manage, right? Everything managed by Microsoft only. Just if you have some problem, you need to raise a ticket with Microsoft. They will resolve the issue. Yes or no? So this is software as a service team. If you want to learn whether you are a DBA guy or application guy or a Windows guy, you can learn only these two models or both. Okay. So IaaS model or PaaS model we have. So your application you can keep here. Your application also you can keep it in platform as a service. Both. Okay. Same databases also. So team, I'm showing you one thing here. See, in platform as a service, we have one model, right? Platform service is also one of the model in Azure. See, platform as a service, again three models team. Coming to the database point. Okay. So if you want to keep your on-premise database team, this is very important team. See, if you want to see these are all my on-premise database. Yes or no? These are all my on-premise database. These databases, I want to migrate it to the cloud means in front of me, how many database models we have team? How many models? 4. See, database models are different. Azure models are different. Okay. See, these three models, single DB model, elastic DB model, managed instance, and IaaS model. Total 4 models we have. Yes or no? See, let me ask you a question. These three models, let me ask you a question. What is the version of SQL Server? Like suppose if I
Latest
keep my
version.
Highest version.
Latest version.
latest highest version. Okay,
Yeah.
because these three are past models. Okay, do we have any operating system here? No, these three models we do not have operating system. Are we running any patches? No. Can you start and stop the services? No. Okay, because all these are all past models. Then what is the difference, sir, between these three? Yes, there is a difference. We will discuss. Okay, so team, let me show you in simple diagram. See, if I want to migrate your on-premise database, you can migrate it to any one of the model team. 4 models, right? But I am showing only 3 team. Here I am showing only 3. But here you are like we have 4 models team. If you see here, see single DB and elastic DB model. Both here 2 models team. These 2 models I am calling it as a Azure SQLDB model because both are same thing. No difference at all. Just a difference, a small difference between these two. Okay. So I am calling it as a Azure SQLDB model. Just hardware difference team. Single DB model, elastic DB model. What is the difference between single DB model and elastic DB model? Means there is a difference team. Is like what is the difference between these two team? If you give the common hardware team like this, see, if you see here, if you give common hardware, that we call it as a elastic DB model. If you give individual hardware, see this DB1, see in single server, in one server, each database having its own hardware. Yes, you can keep like this also. That's a single DB model. Single DB model means it's not like you can only keep one database. No, that's a wrong. Microsoft is really confusing us. Okay, single DB model means you can keep multiple databases also team. So what is their definition of single DB model means each DB having its own hardware. That is the definition of single DB model. Okay, elastic pool model means common hardware. Just see my on-premise is a kind of a common hardware. I don't provide like hey, this database, this CPU, this database, this CPU, like that. I don't assign, right? Common I can give. They together they will share among. Yes or no?
Is there any
So
limitation
yes,
for
we'll
keeping these
discuss.
databases?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So team, per server you can keep 5,000 databases. In single DB model also you can keep 5,000 databases in one server. So elastic DB model also you can keep 5,000 databases. No difference. Just if you give common, that call it as elastic. If you give individual, you call it as a single DB model. Okay. So team, that's why no difference at all between these two. That's why I'm calling it as a Azure SQL DB. Okay. Next, managed instance. So there is a big difference between managed instance and Azure SQL DB. So team, in Azure SQL DB, see this is a Azure SQL DB, sir. Huh? So this is Azure SQL DB, sir. See here, I am not seeing any DB mail. I am not seeing any linked server. I am not seeing system databases except master. See this model we call it as a Azure SQL DB model team. Azure SQL DB means single or elastic. See the hardware you cannot see in the background, right? Sir, no. The hardware may be individual or common, but all are like Azure SQL DB means any one of model we call it as a Azure SQL DB model. Huh? So team, Azure SQL DB model means what? Huh? It's a pass model. It's a pass model. Managed instance is also a pass model. In Azure SQL DB, we don't have system databases except master, and we don't have cross queries. We don't have DB mail. We don't have linked server. See, you are seeing, right? You are seeing all this. You don't have. See, I logged in with SC admin. SC admin having full permissions like SCA. Okay. So that's a Azure SQL DB model. See, people who will have less budget.
But
I
Rashida,
have.
what if you want? Sorry to disturb you. What if you want to have linked servers from that SQL server?
See, if you want to link with server, you can go with managed instance. Managed instance, you have all like SQL Server features. See, yes or no? Hmm? So see, you are like veg, completely veg guy. Suppose you can go for any like for veg people. What kind of hotels we have? We call some word with the I don't know. I'm from Rayalaseema
Udupi.
background. Udupi. Yes, yes. You can go to Udupi. If you want to non-veg, you can go kind of non-veg hotels. Hmm? So biryani restaurants, right? What we call, I don't know. Okay, that's fine. So team, see, accordingly your requirement, we have those models. You got it? What I'm saying? See, team. So what I am saying, team. Okay, among these three models, Azure SQL DB is the cheapest team. Cheaper. See, I told you just 400 rupees you are getting Azure SQL DB. For managed instance, how much you need to pay? Minimum team 70,000 rupees per month. How much? 70,000. But in managed instance, you have everything. Like you have DB mail, linked server. I will show you here. I will provide you the material and all thing. Okay, don't worry. So whatever I am teaching, everything I will provide to you. See here we have a SQL agent. We have a DB mail, linked server, everything we have. See, this is a managed instance. See, database.windows.net. That's a pass model. So some alphanumerics, if you are seeing some alphanumerics, right? That's a managed instance. See, you have everything except operating system. We don't have operating system team. Okay. So this one, for this one, we don't have any operating system. The version is always highest version team. Okay.
Create multiple instances. Only one
Multiple
instance.
instances you can create. Yeah, you can create any number of.
Is that
1
like
lakh.
on premises, like named instance and named default instance like that will be there, or it will be?
No, no default, no named instance kind of. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's a named instance you can consider as. See, if you install that is a named or default, you will call it as. We are not installing here. Yes or no? We are not installing.
Okay.
See, Tim,
Oh,
I will
IaaS
show
we are
you.
installing, but PaaS we are not installing. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Your good name, bro?
Raghu.
Raghu. Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you, Raghu. Yeah. So, team, I want to show you all these three models in one window, team. Let me show you. Okay. See, this is a managed instance team. I told you, right? Second model. Second model, this is, see, create a managed instance. Let me show you. Is it ask Windows? No, see. Nowhere it is asking Windows. See. Just give the server name. Okay. So this is a hardware. How much hardware if you want? See, 8 equals 256. If you want how much hardware, you can give. Some username, password you can give and create it. See it without Windows. You are saying nowhere it is asking 2019, 2022 like that. It won't ask you team. That's the latest version, pass mode. Okay, review and create. See how simple it is thing. Huh? Yes or no? You don't need to be expertise, right? See, even for installation also, people need some expertise. See, something while installing some MS, some files will be missed, right? Not now, team. Like people who worked on 2010, 11, 12, that time team we use it while installing unnecessarily some files missing team, MSN files and all. Nowadays,
MSI,
so
MSP.
yeah, yeah. So now those kind of issues we are not seeing at all. Even that kind of questions also not at all asking in the interviews. Yes or no? See, people are getting those issues, then only people can remember, right? Yes or no? We are not getting
True.
those issues nowadays. Mostly the things are people are working. SQLDBA guys are working on performance tuning only. Performance tuning and automation. Okay. Nowadays people are working. In the future, completely no installation, nothing, completely on performance tuning, development, automation. Okay, automation also people are using PowerShell scripting and even like we have
As
a
a
chat GPT, right? You don't need to learn anything. Use chat GPT. It will give you code to you. Just you can customize according to your requirement. Huh? So see after the cloud team, so SQL DBA team, like when there is need 10 people, now in the cloud they may need only 2 or 3 people, not require 10 people, right? Because see installation and all not doing, setup and all not doing, backups you don't need to set it up any jobs. Yes or no? Huh? So always and all we are not setting up in the pass model. See team, you cannot set it up always on team in pass model. Always on doesn't support. In pass model, we have another failover groups we have. Failover groups you can create. How much time it will take to create a failover group? How much time? In 1 minute, you can create a failover groups. Simple team. Okay. So
even
that's
it is
why
not
people,
support in single and elastic pool also not support always on,
no.
or only managed instance.
See, always on required Windows, right? Always on
Yes.
required Windows on the top of Windows you can install. You can do always on.
Yes.
See, we don't have
Yes.
Windows at all, right? We don't have
Okay.
Windows,
So
so you don't have,
IaaS we
you
can
don't need
create,
to.
but PaaS we cannot
Mm.
do it. Okay. Okay.
You cannot
Cluster.
do it, but we have always on kind of features we have in pass model also.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that we call it as a failover groups. Okay, see, we don't have a always on kind of setup, but nobody will go to manage an instance, right? Yes or no? So we have everything like whatever you create in on-premise, everything you can set it up in pass model also. Okay, but different features. Yes or no? See, in Oracle, do we have always on? No, right? Always I'm using SQL Server. Oracle have different. Even so, this manager instance also we have different one. We call it as a failover groups. Okay, you can set it up at server level. You can set it up DB level. You can set it up object level. Object level we have a data sync. We'll discuss it. Okay, so that's a course content thing. Hmm? So all these three models so migration is different, monitoring is different, maintenance is different, so performance tuning also little different thing. Okay, those are all we'll discuss. Okay, cloud means in Azure we have three database models team: Azure SQLDB, managed instance, and IaaS model. Okay, so Azure SQLDB, what is the biggest limitation in Azure SQLDB team? What is the biggest limitation, guys? Tell me.
It will maintain the highest, latest version.
Latest version, how it is biggest problem?
Maintaining. Not a problem. It's a plus thing.
I'm
So here, maybe, are you asking in Azure SQL DB or completely in PaaS?
Azure SQL DB. I'm asking Azure SQL DB. See, I'm telling Azure SQL DB is cheaper. I'm telling you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I proved it.
Yeah.
Then why people,
As it
why
is cheaper,
Hmm,
mostly as we didn't even have a Windows, maybe some communications or linked servers or
hmm,
email communications, it won't be having, I think so.
hmm. See,
That
the
is.
biggest limitation in Azure, yes, see, linked server. How many guys are using linked server in application side? Nobody. We don't use linked server application side. How many guys are using DB mail from the linked application side? Application doesn't ask you, application doesn't need a linked server, doesn't need DB mail, doesn't need SQL agent. These are all we guys need team. Yes or no? See, SQL agent, why you need to have a SQL agent? To automate, rebuild, reorganize, update
For
files.
our purpose it is there. Yes,
Convenience,
correct.
yeah, for our purpose. Okay, see, so see, remember team, so somebody ask you what is the biggest limitation in Azure SQL DB means, not tell in the perspective of DBA. So application side, what doesn't work, what doesn't work, that we have to tell first. I mean in the point wise. So Azure SQL DB, what is the biggest limitation team? Cross queries won't work team. What is the biggest limitation? Cross queries. Cross queries means you cannot join the tables. You cannot join the tables of two databases, two or three or four, any number of. Guys, remember. See, I am not saying you cannot join the tables of within the database name. I am saying you cannot join the tables of between or among the databases. Let me show you, team. Maybe it is confusing to you. So let me give some example. See guys, here is a cross query, one of the cross query. See, there is a join, right? Database 1 and database 2. See, this kind of joins doesn't work in Azure SQL DB because so this database, it will work like as a server. This database, it will work like as a server. Independent databases, these are all. There is no communication between the databases. In single DB model or elastic DB model team, so there is no connection between the databases. These databases are contained databases. Okay, individual databases. Okay, so if you have a joins like this team, don't go to Azure SQL DB model. You got it what I'm saying? See, in my on-premise database, there is one stored procedure. Okay, there is one stored procedure. There is a join between the database. If the join same database, that's fine. I can happily migrate the all databases. Suppose if I have a join between the databases, then that model doesn't work. Okay, let me show you
In
one example.
IaaS it will work.
Okay, let me చెప్తాను. Let me show you an example thing. Okay, so let me create one more database. So Azure SQL DB, that is the limitation thing. If you don't have any cross queries, happily you can migrate your databases to Azure SQLDB. Still, you don't find like a linked server DB mail, right? You have alternatives. Okay. SQL agent I don't have, that's fine. I can go to Elastic jobs. Elastic jobs are really powerful than SQL agent jobs. Okay. So see it, I'm creating a database. See, this is a basic means it's a low price thing. Like 2 GB database you can keep. Basic means 2 GB database. They will charge 400 rupees, 400 plus. This is a 400 rupees, this is a 400 rupees. Total 800
Edition
rupees.
means edition.
Edition. Edition means that's what?
Similar
Like
like
2 GB.
version. I mean,
Mm,
like
mm,
editions which we have, like enterprise, such kind of the same.
mm. See, in on-premise we have a enterprise edition, standard
Standard
edition,
Mm.
edition, work group
right?
edition. So many are there. But why we are
Yes.
mentioning here edition?
Yes, yes. So these we call it as a editions. In Azure SQL DB, okay. So let me show you. So team basic. See, edition means what? Some limitation, right? Edition meaning is some limitation. Enterprise you have all, standard you have, you don't have all.
Limitations are there. Standard.
Limitation. See here, these are all the limitations. See, basic it supports only 2 GB. That's a edition. Huh? Standard it supports only 1 terabyte. That's a edition. See, so 2 GB, 1 TB, 4 TB. So 4 TB, 100 TB. See, in hyperscale it supports 100 terabyte. Okay, so these two, see, DTU model and vCore model, we call it as a pricing type. You can keep your database in any one of the modality according to your database size. Okay, according to your database size, you can keep any one of the modality, and you will get a billing at the end of the month. Which model we need to keep and all we will discuss. Don't worry about this. Forget about this one. We will discuss this one tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. See here, we have two databases now. See, let me create some table here. Where? In DBA1 database, let me create some table. Yeah. Say I created a table in where? DBA database. Shall I retrieve this data in DBA2? No, you cannot. See, you will get an error. That means there is no connection, right? DBA2, no connection. This table is in DBA database, DBO schema. See, I am running in a DB2 database. Can you see at the bottom? DBA2 database. You will get an error. See,
I think
what
it
it
is
is
not
saying,
possible in on-premises also.
where in on-premise also. See,
In normal.
DBA.DBO is not supported in this work server because
I
Azure
mean, he's
SQL DB
running a
doesn't support
SQL server.
cross-provision.
Yes. SQL Server also it will not work, I guess. Normal SQL Server without cloud. There will be no
Without
connection from database to database, right?
where it is, where, no. See, these queries work in where? In managed instance and IaaS model. Both supports. Only Azure SQL DB doesn't support. What is the confusion?
Okay.
Sorry. Only Azure
Confusion
SQL
like
DB
if you are
doesn't
having,
support.
suppose if you are having two database DB1 and DB2, if you are
Hmm.
having a two tables in two databases, if you are cross
Okay.
scoring like this, the data will get
Where? Which model?
in normal in IaaS model.
IaaS model you will get it. IaaS model you will get it. On-premise you will get it. Managed instance you will get it. Yes. Only Azure SQL DB you cannot get it. That's
Okay,
a
that is the
limitation.
limitation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So team, what I'm saying team, so your managers or your clients ask you, hey Raj, we want to migrate our database on-premise to the cloud because all people are moving to the cloud to save the cost and all. So let's plan something means first you can try with Azure SQL DB team. Yes or no? So first to try with Azure SQL DB team. So Azure SQL DB, if you are facing some issues, some limitations, where you need to try on test environment boss. No, don't try directly on production. Okay. Try on lower environment. If everything is working fine, application is working fine, everything. Okay, in all 360 degrees. Then that plan you can give it to the managers or clients. So to the demo to them. Okay, if once you're working fine, once you get the all approval, then you can migrate your production databases to the Azure SQLDB model. Suppose something doesn't work, some issues in Azure SQLDB. Let's go with the next model, MI, managed instance. Okay, managed instance, you have everything like on-premise except operating system. Right, I told you, no operating system, no patches, right? So, but a managed instance also a one limitation thing. What is the limitation in managed instance is size is the limitation. Managed instance maximum size it support is 16 terabyte, 16. Instance size. Say in Azure SQL DB, each database you can keep 100 terabyte. 5,000 databases you can keep in one server. 5,000 each database you can keep 100 terabyte. But in managed instance, even all database sizes also should not exceed the 16 TB. I don't know why Microsoft keeping that's a limitation in managed instance. Okay, so 2 years back it was only 8 TB. Okay, just 8 TB only. Now it is supporting 16 terabyte. Maybe Microsoft is they are playing, like they want the people migrate to Azure SQL DB or maybe IaaS model. If you migrate it to IaaS model, they will get the more money. If you move to Azure SQL DB, you are stick it to Azure SQL DB only forever. Maybe that's the reason they are not increasing managed instance size. Maybe. Okay, so team managed instance, you have all the features of SQL Server team, like on-premise, except operating system. Okay, and SQL Server version is highest. Okay, so some applications you cannot keep it in managed instance. Some applications, very rare. So those kind of applications we call it as a legacy applications. What is the meaning of legacy? Legacy application means that application only work in 2012. That application only work in 2000. See, there are some applications, right? Do you know, guys? There are some applications still working on SQL Server 2000. SQL Server 2000. SQL Server 2000, they don't have any SQL management studio on that team. They have enterprise manager. I don't know, like how many you guys are worked on SQL Server 2000. So people are using still SQL Server 2000. Why they are in SQL Server 2000? If they upgrade that server, that doesn't work that application. you know so they are there only thing. So that kind of applications are not possible to migrate it to PaaS model because PaaS is highest version always. Okay, so legacy application and all be there in on-premise or go to IaaS model. IaaS model your wish. Okay, you can install any SQL version if you want. Okay, now I think you guys have some clarity, right? Which model you have to choose and all for your on-premise. So team, again, I am telling you the difference team. So PaaS model and IaaS model, the difference is PaaS model, we don't have operating system team because no operating system, no SQL fixed version, no patches. Okay, everyone in the world having the same version of PaaS model team, SQL Server version. Say everyone having same version. Who will do the patches? Microsoft only. Without downtime, they do the patches. That's a really good thing. Without doing the patches thing, even team. So AWS side, if they are doing patches, I am seeing some downtime thing. Okay, I'm also we have some servers on AWS as well. We have seen team today also we faced some issue on Postgres. They upgraded team without intimation and all. So connection refused from application side. We faced that issue yesterday night. Huh? Azure side, I am not seeing single issue also team. Okay, but AWS very old team. So that time people migrated to AWS. They are there in the AWS itself. Okay, see our side 40 terabyte database. How are you gonna migrate from AWS to Azure team? Huh? So 40 terabyte, how much downtime I need? It is impossible team. I have to there only. Sir, no. I have to there only. See such kind of I cannot we can't do anything. We have to there only team. Yeah, so that's why team Azure is the best team. Okay, small scale companies especially Azure is the best. Yeah, so team, That's the difference between these two. So what is the difference between Azure SQL DB and managed instance? Azure SQL DB, the biggest limitation is cross query stream. You cannot join the tables of between the database, but you can join the tables of same database. You can join the tables of same database team. That's why team, like if you are really fond of, if you are really like of Azure SQL DB, even though if you have a cross queries, I can tell you one suggestion. Okay, one idea. See team, I have on-premise. Guys, if you guys are following, so see team, I have a SQL server. This is a SQL server. Suppose I have a database, two or three database. Suppose if you have a cross queries between the databases, what you can do team, in on-premise itself, these two databases you can merge into a single database. Okay, merge into single database. Even if you have three databases also, these three databases you can merge into single database team. And you can migrate this database to the Azure. See team, if you like, you guys have some questions here. Like say here we have employee table, here we have employee table. This is a like a HR database. This is a finance database. Sir, how are you gonna merge the employee of two tables into single table? It is impossible. These two are like a different schema, different columns. In such case, what you can do? Simple team. You can create different schema. Right, this is a chart schema inside a database. This is a finance schema. Like that you can create. See, cross queries between the schema is possible because all are in same database. So like that also you can, if you want to design your database, you can design. Yes or no? So you can design like this also team. You can design, you can test your application in 360 degrees. Okay, everything is working fine once. You can migrate this database to the Azure SQL DB. See, if you don't want to take this risk by your company, then go to managed instance. Okay, uh, you don't need to do any architectural changes. You don't need to do any architectural changes. Just as it is databases, go and keep it in managed instance. Okay, lift and shift. We call it as what? See, these words are important, team. That's why, team, like you have to take a book and pen, note it down all important points, team. Okay, so nowadays team, like you guys know, right, like without cloud experience they are not even considering the resume also team. Cloud experience is must and should nowadays. Okay, at least if you tell these words, people will consider team. Okay, yeah, because like uh, just only started, right, cloud. huh? So they don't see any expertise and all team. So at least you can so tell these keywords in interviews, they will select you. Yeah. So team, what I am saying team, Azure SQL DB, no cross queries and all team. If you want to still cross queries and all, you can do this architectural changes. You can go to Azure SQL DB, or if you don't have a uh, employees to do these architectural changes. Yes or no? See, who will do these architectural changes and all team? You need a developers, right? You need developers, testers also need. Huh? So see, they don't want to take this headache. Happily, you can go to Azure Managed Instance. Managed Instance, you don't need to do anything. Lift, shift here. That's it. And point the application to Managed Instance. That's it. You don't need to do anything. Just applications need to be supported highest version. That's it. Okay. So IaaS model also lift and shift. You don't need to do anything. See, on-premise to IaaS model, we call it as a like a side-by-side migration. Just whatever MDF, LDF files are there, just copy to this Windows and attach. That's called migration. IaaS is nothing but on-premise only. No difference. Okay. So like this, we have three models on Azure Cloud. Okay. So you can choose any one of the model. You can migrate your database and you can manage after migration. Okay, guys, any questions here? Huh? Getting sleep?
So
Yeah.
can we migrate from Azure SQL DB to managed instance?
Yeah, you can. But sir, that's a wrong step. Why you went to Azure SQL DB first of all? Hmm? That's a wrong step, right? Hmm? So if you want to migrate on-premise to, you can go to any one model. See, Azure to manage instance, manage to Azure SQL. Nobody will plan like that. Okay, that's a
Okay.
wrong step
Okay.
people have done. But you can so
Possibility is there, but it is a wrong
yes,
step. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Possibility is there. See, Oracle to SQL you can go. SQL to Oracle you can go. See, that is a different database management system. This is a different database management system. But there is always a possibility. Here also see SQL to SQL server always we have a possibility. Hmm? Yeah.
Okay.
In Azure SQLDB, don't we have import export option?
We see import export. That's a uh, SSAS option. Yeah, we have that option. See, why we don't have import export? We have. See, right
So
click
in
the
that case,
database.
we can lift the tables from one database to another DB, right?
Ah,
Then
yes,
we can
you can
apply the
copy that.
cross query there.
See, sir, I have 100 tables. 100 tables I have to
Okay,
copy.
okay,
How
okay.
I gonna? Hmm? It is like one time that's fine, huh? But every time I cannot
Mm-hmm.
do right. So there are
Yeah,
some
yeah.
alternatives, sir. Huh? It's not like cross
Okay.
queries. Yes, we don't have, but some alternatives we have. So I can use external table. Do you know, guys, Polybase? Polybase feature I will
Uh-huh.
use. Okay. So
Even we
Polybase.
can use replication also, right? DB to DB,
DB to
geo
DB.
replication.
Say,
Primary key should be there.
a primary key should be there, but you cannot create, right? Transaction replication you cannot create. That requires SQL agent, right?
Okay,
See,
okay. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
Agents
yeah.
will be run a SQL agent,
No,
right?
no, this
uh,
fellow gave some geo replication, right?
geo
In the
replication,
dashboard.
that's not a see that I don't see that's a problem with Microsoft team. Geo replication, it's not a kind of transaction replication. Geo replication is nothing but like a log shipping or
Oh,
database mirroring. Okay, so
Mm,
these
okay,
DB
two things,
level,
DB level
it's
high
DB
availability.
level availability. Yeah.
Exactly,
okay, okay,
exactly.
okay, okay.
They should have give the different name team. So they give see
Mm-hmm.
even team while explaining also it would be little tough to me team. Like geo replication, if I say people call people they think replication, okay, on-premise replication. No, it's not a on-premise replication team. That's a so DB level high able. We'll discuss all team. See, this is my course content team. Okay, so today we just discussed what is what, huh? So again we'll discuss single DB model, how to create a logins and users in Azure SQL DB managed instance IaaS. So how backups are managed by Microsoft, how we gonna restore if you want to, what is elastic database. Elastic database is right. See, when people will go to elastic, when people will keep their databases in single DB, that's the difference we'll discuss. So can we save the money in elastic database? Yes. See, common is always saving the money, right? Common hardware, common kitchen, common garden. Yes or no? Common vehicle, public transport. You can save a lot of money, right? With the own way, kind of thing. See, that's a share. Huh? So say, so linked server can we create? Say DTU model, vCore model. I told you, right? Pricing model, editions. Somebody asked the questions. So those differences we can discuss. See, without serverless model means without server, can we create DB? Not that's not the meaning. So if you use the database, that time only will be charged. If you don't use the database, they don't charge us. See that model also we have to that we will discuss. Huh? So how to check the pricing and all, how to give see. So if you want to manage an instance, if you want to go how much cost in occur, so that and all the price, how to calculate and all that we will discuss. High availability disaster recovery, how people will set it up in past model. Huh? So comparatively with on-premise and IaaS. See, so we don't have
Like,
SQL
what
agent.
is the data sync? Is it?
We'll discuss. See, we don't have SQL agent. Without SQL agent, how to automate it? Like these features. See, this is a data sync, right? Data sync is a transaction replication in Azure SQL DB. Okay, this is a transaction replication. This is a always on. In past model, this is a always on. This is a log shipping and mirroring. This is a transaction replication. Okay, yeah. So see that comparison compare we will compare and we will discuss it. That's how you're gonna learn easily, huh? So next manager instance we will discuss how the storage, how to take online URL backups. Do you know, guys, nowadays people are taking the backups directly to the cloud storage team. no tape drives, nothing. Okay, you can save a lot of money by keeping the backups in on the cloud directly. Yes or no? If it is AWS S3 bucket, so here we call it as a cloud storage. Storage account we call it as. See how many ways we can migrate. Azure SQLDB we can migrate with downtime, without downtime. Managed instance also with downtime you can migrate, without downtime you can migrate. IaaS model with so with the downtime, without downtime, we can migrate. So migration, how we gonna do and all we'll discuss. And some properties, see deadlocks. See in IaaS model, we will check the deadlocks in error log and all. See, we don't have error log at all. So how to check the deadlocks, trace flags, data scope settings, logs, some cost analysis. How, what are the roles and roles in Azure portal? Like, see, if you want to create Azure SQL DB or IaaS or like managed instance, you should have access to this portal. Okay, so what kind of role people will give to this portal uh, by the Azure admin, that and all we will discuss it. Okay, completely on cloud team, SQL DB on cloud. So anyway on premise you guys know, right? Anyway, no, like the jobs are migrating to cloud only, so that's why I'm focusing only on cloud team. I'm not touching on premise. This completely on the cloud. So we are discussing on these three models: Azure SQL DB, managed instance, IaaS. So migration, monitoring, maintenance, cost optimization, and performance tuning, and PowerShell scripting also we are discussing. Okay, for all these the topics I am charging how much, sir? 15k INR. I am charging. Okay, so you can do Google Pay or Phone Pay on this number. Once done, you can give me screenshot, and from tomorrow you can join the same timings, 9 p.m. Okay, so guys, this Azure SQL DB I have created, right, already. So let me give you the server details, team. If you are in front of laptop, if you have a management studio already open, team, so you can connect to this server now. Okay, uh, let me open the notepad. So this is a server team. So SQL authentication team. Okay, so keep SQL authentication. So what is the username? SC admin. SC admin is a SA, like full rights. Okay, what is the password team? Azure @123. Okay, so if you are in front of laptop team, you guys can try now. I am pinging you here all the details. But team, if you are creating any database team, drop them. Okay, so I'm already recording, Anup, this session. Okay, I can provide you the recording also, Anup. Yeah. So people who don't have time, they can also take the videos team. Last batch videos you can also take. Okay, and you can practice your own. And if you have any doubts and all, you can call me. Hmm? Yeah. So team, so hmm? so these are all. Okay. So any questions, team, till now? Any questions do you guys have?
How many days it will complete the course?
So it will take minimum 3 weeks, sir.
3 weeks.
Minimum 3 weeks it will take. Yeah.
Thank you.
Just ping me in WhatsApp team. People who want to continue this batch, please ping me in WhatsApp team.
Rajshekar,
Just
we
say,
no need to create any Azure, right? Azure, just
oh, mm,
we need to
see,
access through your portal, right?
yeah, see this portal team, portal.azure.com, right? So this subscription, it's not mine team. So I took my friend's subscription team. Guys, can you mute yourself? Somebody is talking. So noise also will be recorded.
Sir, allow firewall also we can connect, na?
Uh, yeah. So what I'm saying, team. So if you want, you can like after creating a server, I can provide to you. If you want, you can practice on this server, like creating a database, checking the database, and all. Okay. But portal access, I am not giving team. Portal access, you have to create. Like for everyone, they are giving one free. So for everyone, they can create one free account. Okay, so portal.azure.com. So you can create your own subscription. How to create your own subscription and all we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay, you can create your own subscription and you can practice. Okay, so per month, I mean, first month they are giving 14,000 rupees. I think 14,500 rupees they will give. That amount you can use within a month. Okay, even you cannot use 1,000 rupees also. Huh? So 14,500 rupees they are giving. So that amount you can use within a month. After 1 month, they will disable the subscription. You cannot use further. Even the amount also left, you cannot use that amount. Okay, so Azure is the best team. Even AWS team, like if we go with the beyond free content, they charge us. Huh? But in the port, from the Azure side, they don't take. Okay, see, so like this is not a free subscription team. This is a kind of paid subscription. Okay, so free subscription, they don't take any money team. While creating a subscription, it will ask you the credit card details. In India, it will ask you the credit card details, and other countries, it will ask you credit card or debit card details. Either of one you can give. Okay, so from the credit card, they charge only 2 rupees. That 2 rupees they will credit back immediately. Just why they are asking credit card details team to verify whether you are the person or not. Okay, so they don't take any money team. If they take any amount, I will pay team. Okay, so confidently I am saying they don't take any money team. Okay, 1 month completely free. Huh? So after 1 month, you don't need to do anything, team. After 1 month, they will only disable the subscription. Okay. So if you want to continue, you can change the plan. Okay. So free content to paid content, you can, and you can upgrade your plan. Okay. So if you upgrade the plan, then they will convert into paid subscription. Even paid subscription also, they don't take money from your credit card. In India team, according to RBI details, RBI guidelines, they don't take money from credit card team. Okay, they will show the some billing team. That amount you have to pay manually. Manually, you have to pay. Even they charge you also. They don't take the money from credit card team. Okay, that's a RBI guidelines. Okay, so you have to pay. Huh? So manually only. Yeah. So any questions, team, till now?
For
Okay.
practical,
So
we can use your subscription, right? You provided that
uh,
access, right? Just
I have a fear team. Like if I give you my subscription,
okay. No,
okay.
no, you
If
gave
you
the
guys,
access, right? The
if
server
you guys do
one, two.
something, it creates a problem, right? It creates
Okay,
a
yeah,
problem. Like I cannot access further, you know. So that's why. So you can create
yeah.
your own subscription, na? What's the
Okay,
problem?
okay, yeah,
So
sure.
like your friends also, like you can ask your friends, like whoever having credit card, and you can create. Mostly we all have a credit card, right? Create
Yes,
one
yes.
month is enough to practice it. Nothing. Hmm. And if you want to create another subscription, take another credit card. Huh? Okay, use a different browser or open with incognito window. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
use a different email ID and different phone number, and you can create a free subscription. Hmm? Yeah. Okay. So, team, any questions? See, team, to be frank, for this Azure SQL DB, even you don't need to practice it. Team. Okay, so that's how I explain easy in easy way. I will explain to you everything because this is not a first batch, right? This is a 98th batch. Okay, so uh, like if you practice also, that's good. Huh? Even if you don't practice also, that's fine. Team. Just maintain your own notes, team. Okay, that I expect from you guys.
I
Yeah,
have one question.
yeah. Go ahead.
Um, how do you change the configuration for SQL instances
How to
for pass? Let's say you want
for
to change some configuration, instance configurations. Is it
how
possible?
to change the configurations?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
just come here and change. See, I have database. I kept in basic, right? I want to change it to something else. Yes, I can change here. So in the DB2 database, right now it supports only basic. Basic means 2 GB. I want to more. I mean, I want to more size. See, just come here. See here, changing it to standard. Standard it supports. Can you see here? 250 GB it supports. Here they are giving 10 DTUs. 10 DTUs means some CPU. Okay, a fraction of CPU. 100 DTUs we call it as one CPU. See, 250 GB size. What is the price? See, this is the price. Okay,
Okay.
or I want to more size. See, you can increase like this also. See, you are increasing the hardware. See here, like this, 1 terabyte they are giving. Okay, so max say hyperscale, how much they are giving, sir? This is hyperscale, right? 100 terabyte you can keep it in. I don't know whether I can show it to you here. So 100 TB size. So the size where it is showing to, can you see somewhere in the storage? Somewhere team. Okay, so for other models it will show directly. Like say business critical. Business critical maximum 4 terabyte. Say 4 terabyte. Okay, 128 CPUs is the max. Okay, for business critical. Even say so general purpose also I think 4 terabyte max. So I say 4 terabyte. Okay, so like this, according to your database size, according to your database performance. See guys, see the performance also they are giving in a graph. See, you don't need to use any third party tools. Okay, see, let me show you very easy. See, if you have some performance issue team, if you have some performance issue, see here, it is hitting 100%. That means some query is running. See, that query you can find in the portal itself. See, this is the query. What you can do, create some index. Yes or no? On the where clause column, you can create an index thing. So that index seek will happen. Say, after creating an index, say drastically down to 10% the graph. See, performance tuning also become easy. Yes or no? See, in on-premise, you have to use DMVs and all. So here, take intelligent performance. See, intelligent performance. It will give the what are the problematic queries and all. It will show here. The problematic queries related to suggestions also it will show here, and those suggestions automatically applied when you make it on. See, if you make it on time, it automatically create index, automatically drop the index. Any missing index, unused index, duplicate indexes. See, automatically taken care. See, team. But this is the option only in Azure SQL team, not in managed instance, not in IaaS. IaaS is nothing but on-premise only. Managed instance. So we don't have these options team. You have to manage yourself. Only Azure SQL DB. These guys are giving team more encouragement. Come to Azure SQL DB because they are giving these many features, options just for cheaper price. Okay, so Azure SQL DB, because team we don't have a kind of Azure SQL DB in a EC2 team. Sorry. What is that model? AWS. In AWS we don't have a model of Azure SQL DB. In AWS we have only two models, EC2 and RDS. RDS there we call it as a kind of managed instance. Their RDS, you have everything. You have all system databases, you have DB mail, you have linked server, you have SQL agent, everything you have. So AWS side, what you will learn, team? Nothing. 1 hour enough to learn AWS SQL part. Nothing is there, team. Okay. Yeah, but Azure side we have three models, team. So there is much more to learn. Okay, so because Azure SQL DB mostly we don't have so many things, right? Linked server we don't have. I want a linked server kind of. What is the feature? That feature we need to discuss. We don't have what? DB mail we don't have. DB mail, what is alternative? That we need to discuss. See? So yeah, and what is that? Cross queries we don't have. Cross queries, what is alternative? External table. Okay, external table is a poly based thing. Even in on-premise also you can create a external table team, because we guys we never use external table in on-premises because we have a linked server. We always use the linked server, but external tables also you can create them. See, What is external table? That's a poly-based team. If you want to interact with other database management systems like MongoDB, MySQL, Postgres. Say for those databases, you cannot create a linked server directly. So instead, you can create an external table. Say external table. You can create external table and you can get the data of other database management systems without installing of any drivers of other database management systems. That's a polybase. What is the definition of polybase? That's the definition of polybase. Okay, here we will keep a pointer of MySQL, Postgres, MongoDB, Cosmos DB, Oracle. Okay, so yeah, that's the external table concept. Yeah, so guys, any questions? So if you have time, team, I can also create a SQL server and I will show it to you. So like if you want me to sign off, we can also sign off, team. We can see tomorrow. It's your choice. Can we create a
Okay.
simple server and database team now, or can we see tomorrow?
Tomorrow is fine for me.
Okay, so let's
Yeah, we
discuss
can create
remaining things.
now.
I think people are. Let's see. Tomorrow, I want to see the real people who want to continue this batch. I want to see. So let's discuss how to create a server and database tomorrow, team. So team people who are joining tomorrow, so ping me personality so that I can save your names and all. And if possible, I will keep some WhatsApp group, team. We can discuss over there. Yeah. Thank you, team, for today. Let's continue tomorrow. And today's recording, I will share in WhatsApp group. Okay. Or you can ping me in WhatsApp, team, so that I can share personally also. Thank you, team. See you tomorrow. It's easy, team, to create a database and server, team. It won't take 1 minute. To create a server and database, how much time it will take? Just less than 1 minute, team. So if you have like, let me show you, team. Like it won't take time to create. Let me create quickly. See, I want to a new server, team. I want to SQL server, new SQL server. See how I will create. So I will show you Azure SQLDB first, team. Okay, Azure SQLDB model, how to create a SQL server. Right. So for that, team, I do not have direct option here. Okay, so SQL server, if I want, so here I need to watch. See here, virtual machine means IaaS model. This is a managed instance. This is a Azure SQL DB, team. See, if I click here, I have to create a database. Without creating a database also, you can create a server. Okay, this is Azure SQL DB model, team. So with the database, you are creating a new SQL server. Let me show you this option. So team, again I am telling you, so this is a Azure SQL DB, not IaaS, not managed instance. Virtual machine means IaaS model. And managed instance here it's not showing, team, in the favorites. You can search. You can search SQL managed instance. See, SQL managed instance. See, here it is showing. Okay. If you want to Azure SQL server, only server, Azure SQL server. I think I have to search with Azure SQL server. No, just SQL server. SQL server. To the gap. Oh, it's not showing here. Okay, maybe some with a different name. I have to search it. Maybe. Okay, leave it. So let me create a database along with the Azure SQL server. See here, it is we have an option to create a server also along with the database name. Okay, so once server is ready, you can drop the database if you want. So team, say to create a database, Azure SQL database, first model, say it is asking the subscription name. So if you create a free subscription time, so here it will show as free subscription. Okay, subscription name. And resource group. So team, resource group is nothing but a environment. So we'll discuss more on this. A resource group is a collection of resources. What is resource? A server is a resource, database is a resource, storage is also a resource. See, if you mix all together, if you keep all together, see, team, this is a kind of a folder. This is a kind of a resource group. If we keep the resources, we call it as a resource group. See, so within this I can keep a application, I can keep database, I can keep a server. See, these are all related to dev environment, development environment. QA environment also I can keep, production also I can keep one. See, separate folders. I mean, separate folder means separate resource group. Okay, see, tomorrow you don't want to dev environment, I will delete this entire resource group so that everything inside will be deleted. That's the purpose of resource group. Resource group is nothing but a folder thing. See, in your laptop also, right? So we keep like movies separate folder, audios, videos separate folder. Yes or no? So here in the portal team, you have hundreds of servers. Few are dev, few are test, few are production. How you segregate that many servers? Using resource group. Okay, so dev means I will keep all the dev related and all in this folder, in this resource group. See, test, I am creating some test, right? So test, do we have here? No. So test I will create. See, test. Going forward, whatever test related and all, I will keep in this test resource group. If tomorrow somebody, oh, this is a test, we can delete. So something in production, they don't delete. Yes or no? So that's the purpose of resource group team. So it will take some time to understand it. So 1-2 days not enough to learn about resource group concept. It will take some time. So resource group is nothing but a environment, test environment I am creating. Azure. Okay. The database name you can give anything like test DB. Yes or no? Test DB. This test DB you are keeping in test server. You can give the test server. I'm going little fast maybe. That's fine. Team. We can also create tomorrow as well. See, test server. Okay, the specified server name already in use. That means, see, these servers are public cloud. Public cloud. Somebody in the world already using this name. Okay, so somebody in the world already using this name team. You cannot use the same name. Just like our email ID. Our email ID are kind of a public, right? Yes or no? Same you cannot use. So you need to give some unique name, some number you can give. Okay. See, what is your server name? Test server 1729.database.net. This is a server name. Okay. See, by seeing this naming convention, you can tell that's Azure SQLDB. Simply identify. See, these are all the data centers thing. East US, West US, North Europe. See, these are all. In Asia also we have. Okay. See, in India also we have a data center team. Okay. In India also we have a data center. Huh? Yeah. So see which location we have to give. You can give any location, but I suggest you where are your clients? Like who will use that application? Where, in which location? That location if you give them so that there is no network latency. So you can give any location team. But if you give the nearest location, that is little faster. Okay. So I am keeping now East US only. Yeah, leave it. Okay. Next, authentication. See team, if you log in a SQL server to Windows authentication and SQL authentication, right? So here we don't have what? Windows authentication we don't have because we don't have a Windows at all, right? We don't have Windows at all team. So instead Windows you can use Active Directory authentication. Active Directory authentication is nothing but your email ID. With your business email ID you can log in. See, this is Active Directory authentication. You can give your rashekar@tcs.com and connect. Okay, so that's a Active Directory. How to give Active Directory authentication, how to create users and all we will discuss. Okay, so for now I am giving only SQL authentication. Okay, see, while installing SQL Server, we will give SA, right? Here also SA. But SA is very short name. Microsoft not suggestible to use. So you can give some minimum length. SA admin. Normally people will give SA admin, or if you want to give different name, you can also give. Okay, and some password. So Azure @123, Azure @123. See, server is ready. Okay, click OK. server is ready. So here we have a database name, and this database we are keeping in a server. See, we are creating Azure SQLDB. Azure SQLDB, yes. Which model? Single or Elastic? I want to keep it in single DB model. Yes, you can keep single DB model. No means single DB model. Yes means elastic pool model. Okay. No means single DB model. Yes, I want to keep in single DB model. So Microsoft is next asking workload environment. Boss, why you are creating this database? The, Microsoft is asking. Boss, development purpose. Okay, just give development. If it is really production purpose, give production. That's it. Nothing else. Okay, this option were not there before team. Just Microsoft they recently added because maybe they are monitoring and all. They may be some more careful. Like if you mention production. So for now, I am giving development team. See, compute plus storage. You are creating a database, right? How much hardware you are giving, boss? See, you need to know team. So Azure, see here database level, we will provide the hardware. I told you, boss. See, single DB model, each database having its own hardware. So, for this database, how much hardware you are giving? Here it will be defined. I want to keep basic because basic is budget friendly. See, we can only pay 407 rupees. So always team, better to keep the database in basic team. Okay, if you don't keep basic team, they will create in a general purpose. General purpose, how much team? 37,000 rupees. See here. So say 18,000. Sorry, 18,000 rupees you have to pay per month. Okay. So if you use 1 hour they charge us. Pro rata basis team. 1 minute you use, 1 minute they charge us. So blindly don't create the database in general purpose team. Always whenever you are creating a database, see, without mentioning Edison sir, without mentioning Edison, just you can also create database. But if you create database like this will be created in general purpose so that they charge more amount. You can avoid charging more amount in just by mentioning this. Edison, basic, standard, general purpose like that you can mention. Give the basic always so that less amount. Practicing, right? Practicing you can give in basic so that you can save your own money. Okay. Yeah. Where are we? So team, so you can keep the, see, I want to say 1,000 terabyte database also you can keep in hyperscale. For now I want to use in basic, 407 rupees per month. That's it. Okay, apply. That's it team. If I review and create, so database and along with the server will be created. See here the backups, the backups who will taking care? Microsoft. Where they are keeping the backups? In east to west location. Local redundant means east to west. If I keep geo redundant means they will keep in east to west as well as in some other location also. They will keep safe site. They will keep safe site. Zone redundant means like it's a same east to west region but different room kind of. Okay, like that you can choose your options team, depend on your how important to you your backups. Based on that you can choose. Okay, so I want to testing, so local I will give. Yeah, see, review only creating. That's it. See, this much easy. Do you really need any expertise to create the database here, team? Nothing. Just basics. What is what? Resource group, a kind of a folder. Huh? Just you are giving database name, server name, username, password, and a backup option you need to choose. Create. That's it. Okay, how much time it will take? Less than 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, yeah. So once server is ready, you can connect to the server like this. Huh? So directly you cannot connect him. Just you need to give your IP team for this database. You need to give your IP so that your IP will be allowed to connect. Huh? Otherwise, no security, right? See, if you know username, password, everyone can connect. No team. Okay. See, you have a SQL server in your machine. I know username password. Can I connect from here? No, it won't allow, right? You have some firewall rule. It won't allow to me to connect your SQL server inside your machine, right? So this also we have a firewall rule. So to connect to your server team, So your SQL server. So see, this is a SQL server. This is a firewall. If you want to connect them, so first register your IP here. Keep your IP and connect your SQL server. Same Windows IaaS model or on-premise also same. Okay, this firewall allowed, then you can connect. Just add the IP. That's it. What is your IP? Huh? So just Google it. Na? So what is my IP address? So it will give you your IP address. Say my IP is public IP address. This is 105. Okay. Yeah. See, I don't know why it is showing New Delhi. That's fine. I am in Hyderabad team. Yeah. So this is my IP address. So let's wait for some time. Any questions, team? I want to see more attendance tomorrow, team. Okay. Yeah, Dinesh, you can ping me in WhatsApp team. Sai, you can also ping me. I think you have a lot of doubts. What is the difference between virtual machine and
See, Raj,
SQLDBA?
what happened? My one of friend has been used Synapse services, and their bill was 3K. So can we waiver those bill from Microsoft? Because we are used for the testing purpose only, not for production.
Uh-huh. You can shoot a mail to Microsoft. They will see. You don't need to
Yeah,
pay
that's
it. What I'm
yeah.
saying, you don't need to pay. It won't affect your civil card also.
Okay.
You don't need to pay. Just create
Do
another
you have the
subscription.
email address?
Huh?
Do you have email address of those?
For whom? Microsoft.
Microsoft.
You can
Yeah,
Google it now.
I've Googled it, but I'm not getting anywhere.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Just ping me so that I can
Sure,
give it to
sure.
you tomorrow
Thanks,
if I
thanks.
find.
A nice explanation. Yeah, thanks, Raj.
No issues, man. This is an I told you right, 98th batch. It's not difficult to me. So yeah, see it's done right deployment. See it's very simple team. See to connect to this server. So this is a test server, right? See somewhere firewall rule. Where is the firewall rule here? See set server firewall. Okay. Simply allow selected networks. Okay. So allow selected networks. Even you can try it without giving this also. You can try. It will tell you the same error also. Not configured IP like that. You will get an selected networks. So what is my IP? See, it's already scanned my IP. See, this is my IP address. 105. So here see 105. My IP address already scanned. So your IP address, if I give, you can also log in. Like that, you can add any number of IPs. Huh? So save it. See now I can able to connect. In the overview, it will give the complete server name. It will show. See, this is my server name, test server 1729. So here connect test server 1729 username and what is password I gave Azure @123 I think 123 or 1234. Yeah, see 123. It's working. Simple thing. Okay, no installation, no Windows setup, nothing. So this database 2 GB, max 2 GB size it supports. I want to more size in the portal I can change on the fly. On the fly I can change. In Windows, if you want to change something, you need to restart it. You have to take a downtime. See here nothing. Online with online you can change anything. No downtime. Nothing. Say I want to more database. You can create more database bars. Huh? Now I don't want to this database. You can drop bars. Huh? See how to drop? Drop database name. Okay, simple. Drop database name DBA. See, drop in. Not the DBA, right? Test DBA. Sorry. You will get an error like no test, no DB database, something like that. You will get an error. You see, DBA doesn't exist. So like this, you can drop the database. Okay. See, for empty server, there is no charge. Okay, even if you keep 100 years also, they don't charge a single rupee also. That is the speciality about the Azure SQL DB. This is a database model. This is instance model. See, instance level, we will provide the hardware. But here in Azure SQLDB, database level, we will provide the hardware, not at the server level. Okay, server is free. Team. So in Azure SQLDB,
what is the use of like a empty server?
yeah, what is the use? Nothing. Nothing, right? Nothing.
Just
Just telling you,
it's
okay, you can keep
okay.
everything ready.
Okay.
Later, you can
Okay.
keep the database. Hmm? So server is free, team. In Azure SQLDB, server is free. In managed instance, databases are free, but server is chargeable. Hmm? Yeah. IaaS is nothing but on-premise. Yeah. So that's it, team, for the day. Let's continue tomorrow, team. So, so guys, if you want to learn more things, so free content is available in my YouTube channel. You can subscribe my YouTube channel, team. This is Azure SQLDB. If you like, if you you can search it also. You will get my YouTube channel, or you can search with my name also. My name is Rajsekhar Reddy Bolla. You can search, or next generation SQLDB. You can search it. You can get in YouTube. Okay. So yeah. So if you want to continue this batch, you can ping me in WhatsApp, team, so that okay, I can share all the details to join the tomorrow's class. Okay. So thank you, team. Thanks for joining today's demo. So good night. See you tomorrow. Okay. If you have any questions and all, ping me in WhatsApp. See you tomorrow. Bye. Same time. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
guys.
guys. Thanks for valuable
Have
time.
a nice
Thank you. Good night.
day.